Tier 1 tonight, Season 3, we're in Monaco. Myself, Ron Skitter, in the comms box, together with me, Sean, Esotronic ZA.
Hi guys, good evening. Hope we have a good race. We had a good race yesterday with Tier 2. Not as many casualties as you would think, but it was a good race overall.
Yeah, there we are. Looks a bit cloudy, but I think no rain for quali 1 at least. Let me just put some telemetry on so we can see what's going on.
There we have one of the mercs out already,
That
Ron.
must be, I think, Bob.
And it is Bob coming up the pits.
Definitely indeed Bob. Yeah, just a reminder of our format. We have a Tier 2 race on Tuesdays, every Wednesday Tier 1. Same time, same place. It starts at about 7:15 South Africa time in the evening. 15 drivers in the lobby tonight, which means we go Q1, Q2, Q3. Q1 will knock out the slowest 5. I think 15 drivers will go through in Q1, so everyone goes through. Then in Q2, the top 10 go through to Q3. Those top 10 start on the exact same time as they did their quali lap on. Sean, I see Arno Goos has already left the session.
I'm not sure if Arno is serving a penalty, Ron.
Yes, that is right. Sorry to bring it up, Arno. He's got a qualifying ban from a misdemeanor in Spain. Unfortunately, that means he's at the back of the grid. Ruan Low, first comments of the night. Good luck with the race, gents. Good race last night, Ruan. I think it was 4th for you in the end. Ruan, remind us how many safety cars last night? I think 1 safety car and a virtual safety car.
One normal safety car, though, yeah.
Here we go. Bob gives us our first timed lap of the night. Action underway in Monaco, the Principality of Monte Carlo. Up the hill, it's fairly straight, even though there's a few kings. Try carry as much speed as you can through this left-hander. Set yourself up for the right-hander. Get the power down. In the game, you can stay straight. In real life, you have to swerve to the right to avoid some ridges in the road, which is from tree roots. Slowest corner on the F1 calendar. Try to get over that hairpin. Bob missing a few apexes, but I think it's just a timed lap, or just a banker lap through the tunnel. The sun blinds you a bit, hard to spot your braking zone. Roughly just after the 100 board. Try get a clean air. Very easy to invalidate your lap through that bus stop chicane. And then this sector here, lovely to see the yachts on the left hand side in the marina, but you can't get distracted by that. Corners one after the other, a lot of walls to hit, and then a chicane in the middle where you can invalidate your lap as well. Very tricky last corner. Stick right, closest run to the line, and our first lap 1:39. We think there's more to come. Let me see who else is out on track.
I think we have Ronald next on the outlap, Ron.
Yeah, I've actually got Red Fury. I think he's already on a fast lap, Sean. Henry as well on the comments. Hi, good luck to all the drivers. Some damage on this track. If you're not aware, from last week in Tier 1, we've been doing some damage. And as we are on board with Red Fury, you can see he has got missing an end plate from the slightest of touches. But that's exactly what sim damage does. Another timed lap. We missed Warlock 1:12.4. Red Fury invalidated this lap. He's going around again. Who else is out on track? Nam Assassin. He is on a timed lap. Bit of traffic in front of him. Can't quite see who that is. That might be Ronald.
It's Ronald, Ron. Yeah, he is ahead. He's just moved nicely out of the way for Nam Assassin coming through that corner.
Yeah, very good sportsmanship by Ronald. Just other times, Geya Botha, he put a time in 1:13.7. Yakunachel 1:16.1. Again, these are just banker laps. Put a lap in, go through to Q2. No stress here. Ruan just confirming for us 1 safety car and 2 virtual safety cars.
Thanks, Ron.
And as we watch Nam Assassin complete his lap, he does a 1:10.7.
Very nice lap there.
Yeah, no banker laps from Nam Assassin. He's just going for it. I respect that very much. Let's see, Yaku, he is, I think, coming into the pits or something.
We have Avilak on a outlap.
Outlap
currently. I think
currently.
Red Fury is about to start his hot lap, or he has already. He's just finished it with a 1:33.2. Obviously, setting a time, but something must have gone wrong in that lap.
Yeah, we saw him with a missing end plate already, and so do we see with Grimjaw, who I'm on board now, missing end plate again, just completing a lap to get a time in. This will be a, I'm guessing, not a very competitive lap time, but just get through there. This track will claim a few wings tonight, I think, Sean.
Yeah, definitely. If you can make it through Monaco without losing a wing, I think we will have a prize for you tonight.
Let's watch Avilach. He's on a lap. Take you on board here to the slowest corner of the calendar. I think you can go a bit closer to the apex there. There's either way through that corner, it's extremely slow. Last corner through the tunnel, get power on as soon as you can. This is one of those Monaco straights. It's a kind of a straight, even though you swerve through a lot of bends. Seems to cope with the bus stop chicane well. On the exit, getting very close to the wall, but that is the name of the game in Monaco. Close to absolutely every wall, every corner. Oh, there goes an end plate. That is not the perfect way to end a lap. Again, not too hectic. We're just trying to watch him get through. He'll set a time. Not too bad. In fact, 1:12.6. Lost his end plate very late in that lap. Let's see, I think Mark Horn, Red Bull DTM, he's also on a lap. End plates and wing still intact for him. Let's go on board through this bus stop chicane. Just after the 100, slam on brakes, stuck it left. Rotate the car right, then left. Very tricky corner, just a bit of a gear down. Not too hard of a braking. And yeah, through this far chicane you can cut over that yellow curb a bit. Is there any traffic in front of him? No, I think he's nothing in front of him.
He's got a clear track ahead of him, Ron.
There we go, across the line, should be decent, 1:11.3. So your timing so far, Nam Assassin 1:10.7, Mark Horn, Red Bull DTM 1:11.3, Eugene a 1:11.5. Sorry Eugene, we missed your lap. Then we've got Warlock, Avilach in the 1:12s, Gerard Botha, Bob, Grimjaw, all just getting laps in. Ronald, Yakunachel, Red Fury, they've all put laps on. Arno was not in this qualifying session, so he'll anyway be at the back. Ruan, who we're on board now, he's starting a lap. And only Ruan and Josh have not done laps yet, and Josh is behind Ruan on track, so we'll follow Ruan on his lap in the Ferrari.
Looking from that view, Ron, down that almost straight, you can actually see the road has lifted. But when you're driving the car, you don't feel it, huh?
No, I think Codemasters EA Sports missed the trick there. They should have maybe sent drivers around to make it slightly more realistic, but in the game you can drive straight through there. There we go. A lot of short shifting there, gearing up as soon as possible. I think it looks like this is an invalidated lap.
Yeah, it is invalid.
We'll catch up with Ruan just now. Let's go with Josh. Many pole positions for this man. We'll see what pushing really hard in Monaco does for him in Q3. Monaco does tend to punish you when you push too hard. Nice to see the lights on around the circuit, Sean. Nice time of day, I guess, in Monaco.
Yeah, absolutely. Wish we could be there.
There we go. Josh seems to be no drama. The pieces of the lap we watched and a 1:11 dead. He's also again not really holding back too much, just getting a lap done. And the only driver left to put a time in for us is Ruan. He is now on his lap. Not much time left in the session, about 7 minutes. I'll show you on board this fast section, a bit of a gear down, keep the speed up, full on the throttle through there, bit of a braking.
Sector there, Rod.
There we go, very tight final corner. You can get it very wrong there. You can get it very wrong in every corner in Monaco. Cross the line, this is going to be good.
Put him first.
1:10.1, Ruan, well done.
Very nice.
And he'll just take a slow drive back in. Everyone else has left the session. I suspect Ruan will do the same now. And once he retires from the session, there we go. We should go through to Q2.
Right, so we have Ruan with a 1:10.1, Namathas a 1:10.7, Josh, Red Bull DTM, Eugene, Warlock, all with Eugene with a 1:11. In the 1:12s, we've got Warlock, Avalak, and then 1:13s and 14s. We've got Kheyeb with Bob, Grimjaw, and Ronald, and Yakunach or Red Fury setting a 1:33 there.
Yeah, Trevor says Ruan is the king of Monaco. We'll see how true that is a bit later, Trevor. Good luck for the race. We saw you missed the end plate. You must be careful around Monaco, mate. There we go. Looks like clear enough weather again in Q2. 15 minutes. We're looking for the top 10 drivers now. Let me switch some of our telemetry back on so we can see what's happening. Who will be out first? There is 8 drivers there down the pits. That looks like Ronald. One of the guys that definitely likes jumping out. We've seen this many times. Likes jumping out. By the way, a very tricky pit exit here. That yellow line, you've got to stay inside of it. It goes all the way around turn 1. If you cross over that, you probably get a 5-second penalty in the race at least. I'm not sure what it does in qualifying, maybe just a warning. There's the bump in the road we were talking about earlier. A lot of holiday flats around. Sean, does it remind you a bit of Margate?
Yeah. That it does. That it does.
People do say Monaco is just like Margate.
Except it's missing a casino.
Missing maybe a casino. I think that's about the only difference. Yeah, someone else behind. Ronald on track.
We've got Red Fury.
Okay, let's stick with Ronald. He is the first one to start a flying lap. He'll enjoy the honors of live stream. Trevor says he just wants to finish. He's made his peace with that. I
Okay.
don't believe you.
We both stem some there, Trevor.
I don't believe you, Trevor. I know you're pushing for podium either way. Yeah, guys, we'll be pushing a bit quicker now. This is not one of those tracks where you really have to start on the mediums to make a good strategy work. Tyres last quite long in Monaco. I suspect it's got to do with all the slow corners. No one's really pushing and leaning on tyres for long periods of time like you do perhaps in a track like China, Bahrain, etc. So guys can start on the softs, probably push it, I don't know, 12 to 15 laps into the race, jump on hards. Hards can last forever. In fact, you can probably jump onto mediums. I had mediums on for 25 laps last night. They were still okay, really. So soft medium is probably the strategy everyone will go with. I think whether it's medium, soft, medium, just depends on where guys think they can qualify.
He's out the race. He is out of qualifying. Sorry, not out of the race, but out of qualifying.
Yeah.
As he takes the corner a bit too sharp there.
Let's
Sorry about that, Regan.
Watch Ronald's first time. That's a 1:12.4. Who else is on track? Warlock, I think. Eugene was next. There we go. Eugene, he did it a 1:11.5. Yeah, what Regan did, I think, Sean, what did you hit a wall?
He hit the wall, yeah.
Hit a wall, lost the front wheel. That's out of... There we go. Yaku, that's looking more competitive. A 1:11.1 on the mediums. That is great. Great lap there.
Well done, Yaku.
Gerard Buerta, he goes 1:11.1 on the softs. Bob, 1:11.2 on the softs. And then we've got Eugene, 1:11.5 on the mediums. Still a good time on the mediums, I'd say. And Ronald, 1:12.4. He might not be that comfortable on the medium, on the softs with that time. Let's see who's next. I think Mark Horn, Red Bull DTM. Although I think Grimjaw might be, no, Nam Assassin. Might be, he may have started a lap.
No, I think it's definitely Mark Horn.
Let's watch Red Bull DTM. He puts a lap in on the mediums, 1:12.4. We've seen better on the mediums. He might go have another run at that. Anyone else on track to watch?
Nam Assassin is on a lap.
Nam Assassin on a lap. Just try to get around that corner. That is so frustrating. 40 laps of that just now is what they're going to face on tires that are worn, on heavier fuel loads, other guys behind you, in front of you. Lots to look out for in Monaco, but the biggest thing to look out for are the barriers. The last thing you want is a teeth full of Armco. Yeah, Nam seems to be keeping it quite tight. He seems to be pushing a bit. Looks like this will be a decent time. Should be, I guess, 1:11s. Where does he finish? Oh no,
1:10.8.
1:10.8. It was cleaner than I thought it looked. That is a brilliant lap time on the mediums. Let's see anyone else out on track. Avilach on an outlap, Warlock on an outlap, Grimjaw, he's in the pits. Oh no, he's still out of this. Ruan outlap, Josh on an outlap.
I think the first one who's going to start the hot lap would then be Avilach.
No, he's behind people. No, he's behind people, yo.
Oh, it's Eugene.
Warlock's ahead of him. Let me see, it might be, is it not Josh, Sean?
No, it's not Josh.
In front of Josh is, I think, a Warlock. Oh,
Yes. Warlock.
Warlock's missing a wing. We might watch his time, but his lap's invalidated. So the next is Josh. Let's just see, does Warlock jump into the pits? No, I think Warlock's doing a lap anyway. That is maybe slightly brave. There's time left, 8 minutes in the session. There's time to come back in.
We've got an incident, sector 2, sector 3.
Just watch.
I think guys just getting out of the way.
Just be on Josh to watch him through the sector. Nice rhythm there, getting back right. Tuck it in quite tight to this wall. Get on the throttle fairly early, just feed the throttle to help rotate the car. No drama here from Josh. Get the power on. Oh, nice exit there, nice late apex. Opens up that straight. Through the tunnel. Yeah, looks like everyone else is still in this qualifying session. Gerard Butter with his 1:11.1 has retired, so he seems to be happy with that time. We'll see where that ends up further down in the session. And Josh gives us his time on the softs. I expect quick. Yep, 1:10.5 goes number one. He'll probably be happy with that as well. Who was next on a lap, Sean? Is it?
It was Abilach, but he had an invalid lap. He's starting a new lap now.
Behind him, I think Ruan, as Trevor calls him, the king of Monaco. He is on the softs as well, and he goes 1:10.1. Massive lap there.
Sure.
He'll retire. He'll be happy with that as well. I think that's Red Bull DTM on a lap as well.
So we have basically Abilach and Grim left. There Grim goes and sets a time with a 1:10.7.
Yeah, very nice, Grim. Oh, and Red Bull DTM seems to have missed a braking zone or something. And
Missing a
he'll
in-plate there, right?
missing easy on the left.
On the left.
That is right. Who else is on a lap? Anyone?
Abilach is on a lap again, as he's the only driver who hasn't set a time yet.
Let's watch
And he
this.
takes the fastest purple sector, sector 2.
Yo, just watch these corners, how tight they are. And Abilach 1:11.1.
1:11.1.
Decent time indeed. That puts him fifth. Reminder, we're looking for the top 10. Yeah, Sean, maybe take us through the top 10 standings as it is with 5 minutes to go in Q2.
As it stands now, Ruan will be first with a 1:10.1. Josh with a 1:10.5. He has retired. Grimjaw with a 1:10.7. He is also retired. Nam Assassin 1:10.8. Eugene a 1:10.9. Abilach starting the 1:11s 1. Yakunach also 1:11.1. Very close there, right? Ikea Buerta, he's retired with a 1:11.1. Bob with a 1:11.2. Ronald 1:12 dead. Red Bull DTM with a 1:12.4. Warlock with a 1:13.9. And then obviously Anukos has a quali ban. So all drivers have now set a time. So the guys in the danger zone at the moment are Red Bull DTM and Warlock.
Yeah, so if I guess anyone under the 1:11's looking okay at the moment, although that is maybe not safe. I suppose it's very close up there, Sean. A lot of guys in high 1:10s, a lot of guys in low 1:11s. So really, I think everyone from Abilach who's sixth and down, they might see themselves as being a bit close to being in trouble. I was on board with Nam Assassin. He was on an outlap. I'm not sure what happened there, but he's gone back into the pits. Oh, Eugene has got a puncture. That is what sim damage does when you touch a wall. I think I saw Warlock. Is he starting a lap? Yes, he is. Yeah, Warlock, he's currently in 12th. Oh, missing a wing.
As we go on board with him,
Left hand side and right hand side. And
Warlock
he
is just retired from
retired from the session. Yeah, I don't think enough time to go get a wing and start again. Anyone else on a lap?
Red Bull DTM
On an out lap.
Still on the out lap, so he's about to start his off lap now.
There we go. Let's follow Mark around. Let's watch how he cuts this first corner. Very nice. Get the power on. Stay out of the wall. Kind of a straight with a couple of kinks in it. Stay not too hard on the brakes. Get the minimum speed up through there. Get a nice rhythm through there. This is quite a hard break. Tuck it in right, get on the power as soon as you can. And yeah, just get the car around the corner. Yeah, straight enough exit. So Red Bull DTM Mark, he's currently 112.4 on softs. He would want to improve that, otherwise he is out of qualifying. You don't want to start very late in Monaco, or very low down the order. I mean, you want to start as far up as you can. Track position is very important. It's so hard to overtake here. Ooh, Mark looking like he's on a very useful lap.
Very, very useful lap.
I think it flashed purple sector 2, I think at one point. Purple sector, if you don't know, that means fastest sector of everyone, and he goes third.
Put you third. 1:10.6.
Let's see who else. I think Ronald is on a lap. He is he going fast?
Hard to tell, Ron.
It's hard to tell. Actually, it does look pretty quick. He's currently 11th with the 112 dead. We said anyone with the 112 is in trouble, and currently the guy at the back of the safe zone is Bob on a 111.2. So we knew that wasn't going to be safe. And Ronald...
And he doesn't improve.
I think he did improve. He was in 112s. There's a 111.5, but that's
okay, sorry,
still not good enough. Let's see who else. Yaku's come out again. I think he is checking for threats behind him. But really, it's only Ronald who can threaten anyone here. As we see, looks like pretty much everyone is retired. Bob is still... he came out on track. I think he's on a...
Bob is on a...
He's retired from the session now, Sean, I think.
There we go.
Everyone except for Yaku, who's coming to the pits anyway, and Ronald. Let's see if Ronald... has he got all the wings he needs? Yeah, at only 28 seconds. He has to push, I think, to get to the start-finish line. This leaving it very late, that is not the way to get yourself psyched up. He goes into the pits, and that is the end of Q2. As we see on the comments, Razor082, otherwise known as Nicholas, saying good evening, Sean and Ron.
How's it, Nick?
Nicholas is our steward for Tier 1, so any issues you see here tonight, he's the man that's going to get a lot of complaints and footage, and will be the adjudicator. Sean, give us the top 10, who's going through?
So we've got in the 110s, we've got Rowan, Josh, Red Bull DTM, Grimjaw, Nam Assassin, and Eugene. Going to the 111s, we've got Avalach, Nyakunaho, Heya Bueta, and Bob, all with the 111s. Very, very close run between all the drivers. And this is what FTR is about. We are...
And the drivers who lose is Ronald, Warlock, Red Fury, and Ono Ghoos. And that is it. Off to Q3 we go. I think it's 12 minutes. There we go. Weather looks much of the same. Overcast-ish. No rain, so the guys will enjoy that. I think we'll enjoy that as spectators. Seeing guys push through there. Let's see who is out first. Most guys should have saved 2 sets of softs. There's definitely enough time.
Looks like Ferrari's out first.
And it's either Ruan or Red Bull DTM.
And Red Bull as well.
In fact, they both jump out immediately. I can't really see. There's also
Eugene. Heya Bueta actually jumped out first.
I actually think Josh might be first in that queue. Yeah, it's Josh is first in the queue, then Heya Bueta.
Apologies.
Let me get some menus up here. Yeah, there we can see there's Eugene. Behind him, Heya Bueta. Behind him, I think it's actually Eugene. then Red Bull DTM, then Ruan, then that must be Nam Assassin, and then Bob. He survived, he's in Q3. Well done, Bob. First season in Tier 1 FTR. We see other guys jumping out the pits now as well. Let's see, where's Josh about to start a lap. Yeah, just so tight. Absolutely every corner on this track. Yeah, Q3, a tricky time at Monaco. I think you want to get a banker lap in your first run. And your second lap, you really have to leave it all out on track. And push and just throw caution to the wind. Fortune favors the brave in Monaco. Again, Josh keeping it pretty near. Pretty clean, keeping it very near to all the walls at every turn is exactly what he needs to do.
And that's pretty quick there from Josh going through sector 2
Oh,
there.
I think he's invalidated on that last chicane.
He did.
There should be time. Does he go into the pits? No, he's going to do another run. For what it's worth, looks like he would have crossed the line in low 110s, I think. 111.3, but he probably gave up on that a bit. Who was next on track? I think Gea
Buerta, the 110.9.
Sorry, Gea, we just missed you there. 110.9. Eugene, very nice. 110.2. That should be competitive. That is officially, I think, the benchmark now.
DTM with a 110.1.
There we go, Marco on Red Bull DTM 110.1. We saw that from Ruan earlier as well. Let's see where's Ruan on track.
Ruan 1099.
1099. I just missed Ruan as well. Very good lap indeed.
Very good lap.
Yeah, I think Q2 we saw Ruan on a 110.1. He's just thrown the gauntlet out there. So we've got Ruan 1099. Red Bull DTM 110.1, 110.2 from Eugene. Interesting camera angle. Gerard Buerta 110.9. Let's go to Grim. Where does Grim go? Third, 110.1 as well. Just about matching Red Bull DTM. I think Bob is probably next on a lap. Josh has pitted, so he's not putting a lap in. So is Nam Assassin. Avilach still in the pits. Jaco Nagel on an outlap. No one else, I think, really to watch. So Bob, the stage is all yours. Tidy enough, I think, through there.
Just nudging the wall there, but still keeping the car intact.
Just a kiss on the wall. And Bob does a 111.5. He'll want to go again. He'll want to try and prove that. Let's see Jaco Nagel. Runner up in the Drivers' Championship in Season 2. He'll want to get back to being consistent podium after podium after podium, as he did last season. I think this season we can say we've already seen some good quality moments by Jaco. Let's see tonight. Oh, commentator's curse.
That is a end plate missing. Sorry, Jaco.
Unlucky there. It looked like it was a pretty decent enough lap.
Yeah.
On the outlap now, Nam Assassin, he hasn't put a time in, neither has Josh. We did see Josh having some invalidation earlier. Who's in front of Josh? I think it's Eugene. Eugene also on an outlap. No, someone's in front of Eugene. In fact, I think it's Avilach. There we go. Let's stick with Avilach. We haven't seen much of him, or at least not on camera tonight. He also has not put a a time in yet. Guys who haven't put a time is Abilach Yakunachel, who we were watching earlier. Nam Assassin, we didn't see why he didn't put a time in, and Josh, who we saw invalidate, and then I think he gave up on his second lap. Yeah, start finish straight. Probably one of the shorter DRS zones, I think.
Absolutely.
Not as effective as some of the others, like the next race in Baku. Very nice rhythm there. Looks like that's purple sector 1. Yeah, and I think not far behind him on track is Josh as well. So we'll see these two, what they end up doing. Nam Assassin does put in a time of 1:10.7. Almost everyone in the 110s except for Ruhan in the 109s, and Bob with the 111. I haven't been watching Avilach sector time, Sean, but this looks super quick. It does look like
it does look very good.
Oh, the rear steps out for a second there, but I think it's all good still.
And he goes 7th for the 111.2.
Oof, 111.2. The lap looked better than that.
Rear just stayed on, it's possible that it would have been in the 110s.
Yeah, I think mid 110s, I think. Let's see Josh, where's he? He's in the pits again. Not having the best ride. We're used to seeing him out on quality times. Yaku, he's back out again. Let's just see who's on a run here. Eugene, we haven't given Eugene much airtime tonight. Not normal to see him in like 4th. Oh, end plate gone for Eugene. He might... Oh, this is going to be tight. I think he might be able to change that, come out again. Nam Assassin now in the pits. So let's just go through it where we are. 3.5 minutes to go. Ruan with 109.9. Mark Horn, Red Bull DTM 110.1. 110.1 as well for Grimjaw. 110.2 for Eugene. Those are really the 4 quick guys that so far we had to look out for here. Nam Assassin, only the one-timed lap as well. 110.7. He'd want to improve that slightly. Gerard Buerta, he's left the session for some reason. 110.9. That's a pretty decent lap as well. Avilach, we saw a nice clean lap with a scruffy finish, perhaps a 111.2. He can probably do better than that. Bob on an out lap now, 111.5. I think we've seen better from Bob in Q2, so we'll expect him to improve that in this run. Here we go, Yakunacho. He is, I think this was a timed lap, but he seems to have invalidated.
In sector 1 run, sorry.
In sector 1 already. Yeah, unlucky Yaku. Put your head down, mate. We know there's a 110 in you. We'll see where that plays out a bit later. Josh, he hasn't put a time in either. He's in the pits. He'll need to come out now, and does. Let's see, Grimjaw has retired from the session. So 110.1 is what we expect from him. Can't see if it was any specific reason. So Ruan on an outlap, Red Bull DTM on an outlap. Grimjaw not going to improve his 110.1. He's not in the session anymore. Eugene 110.2 on an outlap. Nam Assassin on an outlap. Gerard Buerta's left, so 110.9 is his best. Avilach is on a hot lap. Let's see where this goes. Much better exit this time.
And he didn't improve on that lap, Rod.
He did not improve, and he's left.
But he's retired.
And he's left the session. So Bob Yakunachu, who is on a lap and about to finish. Let's watch Yaku. I think he will be the next guy to finish a lap. Crossing the finish line, I saw Nam Assassin, but that's to start a lap. So yeah, we are, I think, at the right place for the action. Let's see what Yaku does. We haven't seen his sector time, so I don't know where this is going to be. But anyway, he does not put a lap in yet, and he immediately goes to 5th.
110.6, Yaku, well done.
And I think Josh is next. No, Josh is starting a lap. I see Ferraris. I see Red Bull DTM finishing a lap, I think 196. Very nice job there.
Very nice job.
And Ruan, the so-called king of Monaco, can he improve on his time? 109.7, he does improve. It's not good enough. I think Red Bull DTM has got this. Eugene invalidated. He can start again. Let's see if he does. 13, 12, 11, 10. Yeah, he'll be fine. He'll be fine. As it was a 1:10.6 for what that matters, but he was starting another lap. Let's see who else is
Josh
out
didn't invalidate,
on
so
track.
he will be 10th.
Bob, Josh again. Josh is not going to improve. That is 10th for Josh. Let's watch Bob. He is on a flying lap. This has to count. There's no other chances for Bob here. Bob did improve earlier, by the way, into the 1:10.9s, just short of Gerard Buerta's time. But Bob is in 8th. We've seen Bob sneak in these kind of quali laps before. And he is a green sector 2, so he's improving on himself. Not enough. He calls it quits. And Ruan, he's not going to go again because he's invalidated.
Eugene has improved by 2/10 in
there
the
we go.
sector.
Eugene, purple second sector. Let's watch this last sector on board with Eugene. What does he do? Chasing a 109.6 for glory, 109.7 for second place. Has to improve to beat Grimjaw.
And he does a 109.8. You know, he stays in third place. Very, very good effort from the guys there.
There we go. Second row for Eugene, but he improves from 4th to 3rd.
Sorry. Thanks, Ron.
And give us the times there, Sean.
So we have Red Bull DTM on pole with a 109.6. In second, Ruan with a 109.7. Eugene with a 109.8. Grimjaw 110.1. Yakunacho 110.6 in 5th place. Nam Assassin 110.7. Kaya Buerta 110.9 in 7th place. Bob with a 110.9 and Josh, who did not set a time for the last quali session.
Yeah, it's one of those tracks that it can be really hard sometimes to put a lap in if you feel like the rhythm isn't quite with you. These walls come up very quickly. They catch you out. There's some places to invalidate your lap. There's definitely some places to lose wings and get punctures and all sorts of things to happen. So that's what happened to Josh tonight. Very unlucky. Typically we'd expect Josh to be a bit further up the grid, but that might make for some exciting racing. But looking very good for the Ferraris here. They've got a front row lockout. Red Bull DTM, I think, snuck a brilliant lap there on his teammate Ruan. What is that, a 196 in the end and a 197? Yeah, we're just waiting to go into the session, which should be right about now. There we go, Ferrari front row lockout. Just a formation lap, nothing to be excited about just yet. Showing us something happened back there with Avilach. We can't really see what. We hope he is brought back into the race. Sometimes Codemasters does do that on the formation lap. Shit. But yeah, let's just remind you of the qualification and where guys start. Red Bull DTM pulled out a blinder of a lap on his teammate Ruan. Ruan, we thought, was going to get pole tonight, but his teammate had other ideas. Eugene, he was pretty close. He gave them a push, and he also pushed Grimjaw down at the last second there. Grim 4th, very competitive lap. We didn't see a second flying lap from Grim in Q3. There are the strategies, by the way. The guys on the softs, they should go to lap 10 to 13. 11 to 13 it says there. Let me put some tire details so we can see who's starting on which tires. So the top two, let me go through that again. Red Bull DTM and Ruan, they are on the softs. Eugenie, very nicely placed there in third on the mediums. I think that is the strategy to be on if he can stick with the guys in front. He's going to make something work for himself here. Grimjaw on softs. Yaku and Nam, the two Renaults, they are on the mediums. Then we've got a whole bunch of guys on the softs, and they are Gerard Buerta, very nice, 7th. That's good qualifying for him. One of his first races in Tier 1. Bob, very nice on the 8th. Avilach, we hope he's still in this session. He is 9th, also on the softs. Josh, we saw him struggle in Quali 3, but he's anyway still 10th on softs. And then Ronald, he will be on brand new softs. That's going to be a nice tire to start the race with. And then Warlock, Red Fury, and Arno, they are all on brand new mediums, so that's going to be a nice strategy game for them. Let me... Yeah, we do see Avilach is there.
He has rejoined.
And there we go. Let's see if we can see 1, 2, 3, 4, 5 lights.
And there it goes.
Away we go in Monaco. Tire spin there. And it looks like Eugene almost got up the inside there of Ruan. Codemasters showing us a little bit something funny on the classifications on the left, but on track we can see it's Red Bull DTM and he is ahead of Ruan. Then it looks like Eugene, then Grim, so nothing much changed there just yet. Behind that is Yaku, then Gerard made up a place. He is 6th, very well done Gerard. Nam Assassin 7th. Avilach is in the race, he is 8th. Bob is 9th. Very slow on the first lap through here.
Very slow.
Josh still 10th. Warlock, I think he is still 11th. Arno 12th, very nice. Arno made up 2 places there, I think. Ronald 13th and Red Fury, I think the two of them lost a place. Out in front, very close behind each other, are the 2 Ferraris. And I suspect it will stay like the Sean guys within a second or so of each other for a long time to come. Not too much drama just yet.
Also, Ron, just to add to that, like you said, Kia made up a place. Avilach also made up a place, and so did Warlock, and so did Arno Coast.
Yeah, let's look at the position changes. There we go, now it's showing. Yeah, we can see Gerard 1 up, Nam 1 down, Avilach 1 up, Bob 1 down, then Warlock 1 up, Arno 2 up, Ronald 2 down, and Red Fury 1 down. I was just following Yaku, he was quite close. We have gotten some space again. And here we see Ruan, he is pushing Mark along. Red Bull DTM leading this race on lap 2, no drama so far.
It seems that all the drivers that have lost places on have not got any damage. All their wings remain intact, but there we have Yaku now with a penalty, and it looks as if
Gerard Buerta in fact with a penalty. Ooh.
We have our first safety car, guys.
Arno in the wall, I don't know, looks like everyone is around. Grimjaw jumps into the pits. What does he go for? I think hards to the end. No, mediums. Who else was in the pits?
I'm checking.
Ooh, I've lost that for a second. We'll catch that shortly. Not sure what the safety car was about. The only thing I really saw, Red Bull DTM, because he was in the pits, that's why he's put the hards on. Very brave call. He was leading the race. May have stuck out on those softs for a bit longer, but I think he wants to take these hards all the way to the end. Very, very brave call. What's your take on that, Sean?
Yeah, Ron, look, the hard tire is not exactly the nicest tire around the circuit. I was on hards last night for about 20 laps, and after the 20 laps you could already feel with these corners that the tyres weren't grippy. So he's got 36 laps on those tyres. It's going to be very tricky.
Yeah, well, let's see where we are under safety car conditions on lap 3. We were about to get DRS, but not really effective at Monaco anyway. But either way, we're under safety car. Might come in, I think, this lap already. We'll see now what it says roughly at sector 3 it tells us. But we've got Ruan, Eugene, they've made up places from the pitting of Mark and Grimjaw. And then Yaku very nicely into third. He'll be enjoying being there. And then very well done, Geya Botha. He's currently in fourth. He's on the softs though, so he didn't think of changing his just yet. Safety car will be at least another lap. Nam Assassin made up some places. He is currently in fifth, also very nice, looking very nice on those mediums. Abilach in third, Bob in seventh, Josh, he is eighth now. And then Warlock, I think, again looking very pretty in ninth on mediums under safety car. The safety car helps you keep those tires going for much longer. And then Ronald 10th, Red Bull DTM, who we saw pit from the lead of the race. So far, I think the bravest man of the race, because that strategy is quite bold.
Absolutely.
We'll see how that...
Red Fury has also just jumped into the pits and he's gone onto the medium tire.
Yeah,
same as Grim.
Let's go look at that. Behind Red Bull is Grim on the mediums, brand new mediums. Arno Goes, he has pitted after we saw some wing damage. He's on hards. He'll be on the hards till the end of the race. So, and he's right caught up to the pack. So there's still things that can happen there. He must just put his head down and stick in it. And then Red Fury, we saw him pit. He's on brand new mediums. We'll see where that takes him through the race. Let's go back to the race leaders. Safety car lights for now are still on. That's Ruan's view.
There we go, safety car is in this lap. So Ruan will now back this whole pack up.
Yeah, guy to look out for. Yeah, I think here on these soft tires, although it's hard, if you can get a good start here, something might happen for him. A good exit out of that final corner. Maybe tires are a bit soft, or a bit cold for some of the guys on mediums.
Definitely cold on the hards there for Red Bull DTM.
Yeah, they would have had no time to warm up yet, and I think it takes 2-3 laps here. And Ruan has pulled the trigger. Here goes Eugene, closely behind. Yakunachel closely behind. I think Geya got caught out there a bit. Seems to be not much drama under the restart. Yep, everyone's still in formation. Eugene is still, I think, quite close to Ruan here. He seems to be doing really well on those mediums behind Ruan. I thought Ruan would pull away from him quite easily on the softs. Yeah, as we... Drivers with penalties, we see Red Fury with 5 seconds. Not sure what that's about. Might be...
It was for speeding in the pit lane.
Speeding in the pit lane. Sounds just fair that you should get a penalty for that. And Gerard Botha with a 3 second. I think that was from lap 1. Not sure what happened there. May have missed the braking zone. Eugene, by the way, looks like he's missing an end plate.
And that he is run on the right hand side. That car is very tricky to control with that end plate missing.
Yeah, and we can see almost immediately Ruan has now got a second and a half ahead of him. Yaku, everything looks fine with him. He'll probably catch up to Eugene quite easily now. Yep. I think 2 laps until DRS. I think lap 7 will probably see DRS. Gerard Botha, he's looking okay in there. Staying in 4th. He'll try to keep that for as long as he can. Good luck with that, Gerard. Keep going, mate.
Well, it looks like Yakunako has also lost an end plate on the left-hand side.
He has indeed, and that's going to play into, I think, Gerard Botha's hands. He'll be able to stick nicely with Yaku now. Let's see behind Gerard, Nam Assassin, no drama there. Avilach in 6th. He seems to be a bit fallen a bit behind Nam Assassin, 2.3 seconds. I can't see why. His car looks okay. And then Bob 7th. Josh has now made it up to 8th. We've got Warlock, Ronald.
Eugene just jumps into the pits to change that wing. Goes and puts the hard tyres on.
Yep, he's also going to make it to the end, I think. 32 laps. Bit of management there. Got to keep your wits about you. And Ruan now looking pretty. He's almost 5 seconds ahead of Yaku Nagel, who we saw has missing an end plate on the left. And you can see Gerard Botha, he is right behind Yaku. That is literally the gap. Oh, and I think Gerard may have just caused himself an end plate on the right. Pushing too hard, I think, to catch up to Yaku. That is very unfortunate. He was looking pretty for a podium, but I think Nam Assassin behind him is gonna...
Eugene has retired from the session.
Oh, we can't see why.
He had just come out of the pits with his brand new hard tyres, and we have a safety car.
Another safety car. Those hards not working for Eugene. Maybe he got caught out there, and our race leader Ruan jumps into the pits. That's quite clever. Yaku Nagel, I expected him to pit with that end plate damage. He's maybe seeing how he can do. I think Nam Assassin looking pretty here, Sean. He's on the right tyre, in 2nd place, no wing damage.
He's definitely on for a good show here.
And Warlock, Sean, he started this race, I think, 11th or 12th. He's running 3rd.
He's jumped right up to 3rd.
And again, he's on the mediums. They were brand new when this race started, so he can still go another 15, 16 laps, maybe on these mediums. Worth going for this, safety cars could come play later. Red Bull DTM, he's won as well. Yeah, he's on the hards. He does not have to pit again. Everyone else in front of him does have to pit. So if he can make these hards work to the end, this might play into his hands. So Grimjaw behind him on the mediums. Not sure what Grim was thinking in the beginning. He was not willing to go onto the hards. He jumped onto the softs, on the mediums. I don't know if the mediums will go all the way to the end. Ruan. Let me put the tire detail on here. We can see where the guys are. Ruan on the hards as well. Doesn't have to stop. So we think really Mark and Ruan are possibly looking pretty good here for 1st and 2nd after the first round of pit stops, or the first real round of pit stops. Let me show you who hasn't pitted. There we go. The top 3 haven't pitted. Everyone else has. That's why I'm saying Mark, Grim and Ruan are really 1st, 2nd, 3rd possibly. Safety car at least another lap.
Some interesting factor on that every driver except Ruan, Bob and Avalach have changed their wing already. So what we want to see is, at least out of these 3, if they can finish the race without changing a wing, there will be a prize in for it.
There we go. Warlock, he does stop. He's on the hards. He's going to make it to the end now. It does put him in 13th, but I think it's maybe the better call. Yaku is still out there, still with I think left end plate missing. But it's so hard to pass in Monaco, so he might keep the pack quite close for us.
Yeah.
Now that it'll be a bit slower. There we go, Nam. I think he is licking his lips here at the opportunity of getting past his teammate. And I do suspect safety car probably in this lap.
Alright, so we will just stay on board with the race leader, and I'm sure by the end of this corner we will get the word that the safety car is in. There we go, safety car in this lap. So Yaku Nacho will now back up the pack. Let the safety car go into the pits, and there's no overtaking before the finish line. And Yaku pulls the trigger, and off they go. Right, so no incidences after the safety car restart.
I'll just show you the gap here between Nam and Yaku. I don't know if they're in the same chat party as teammates, but I would be calling team orders at this stage. I think Nam, if he can get past. You can see Yaku is a bit tentative through these corners, not the grip he would want. And Red Bull DTM.
And he has done it.
There we go. That is the teammate swap. This is great racing from the Renaults. And I think we'll watch Nam Assassin get away from this pack now. Yaku will want to try and keep Red Bull DTM and Grim behind him. Grim told us earlier he's just trying to survive, and he's made his peace with that, but he's currently fourth on the right tyre perhaps.
And fighting Red Bull DTM and Yaku there.
Yeah, that's literally how close it is behind these guys.
And we have Bob now with a 3-second time penalty for corner cutting.
Yeah, Yaku's staying nicely ahead of Red Bull DTM, yeah. We see Nam Assassin, he's already up the road.
All the way from Yaku.
2 seconds, he knows he's got to switch this race on for him now. Anytime he can gain over the rest of the pack by the time he pits, which I think is only in 15 laps time.
Oh, and yeah, Grim and Red Bull going at each other here. Grim has moved up into third place.
Yeah, I can see
there's a ghosting.
Red Bull DTM is ghosting. Oh, he's in front of us here on track. It says he's left the session. It might be his internet. He might be back into the session.
I think he has just rejoined. No, I apologize, he's still ghosting.
Yeah, the problem with that is our lobby settings does put him as well on 0 AI level, which means he'll be a sitting duck for Arno, who's behind him. Arno, by the way, shout out to him. He's currently in 6th. He has the same... No, he's got a... safety car, virtual safety car.
VSC. And I'm not sure why.
I see Bob is pitting, missing a end plate. Avilach is pitting. Let's see. Oh, missing an entire wing. Nam Assassin drive-through penalty for speeding under the safety car. Oh, that is heartbreaking. There we go, drive-through penalty for our race leader. We were just talking about the opportunity he's got here. Let's look at the back. Avilach puts the mediums on. Let's see with 27 laps to go. Oh, that'll go to the end. Bit of management at the end, but that'll go. Bob on the hards, he'll go to the end. Warlock in 11th. Everything looking good on hards. He can go to the end. Ronald... on hards, everything look okay. He can go to the end.
And yeah, Markhorn falling very far behind Ron.
Still ghosting.
Place.
Oh, still ghosting. This is heartbreaking stuff to watch. Josh, shout out to him. He's still hanging around. He's in 8th. By the way, the virtual safety car has ended and we are racing again. Gerard Boertzer doing nicely now. He possibly can finish the race on these mediums in 7th. Red Fury, we haven't seen him looking this good this whole evening, but he is 6th currently. And Oaks are putting. Yeah, Nam is doing his drive-through penalty. That's going to be so painful. There we go, Red Fury, shout out Regan 4th. That's looking good, mate. Keep pushing. Arno, who we didn't see in quali, he is looking actually okay, third at the moment. It's his podium to defend now, I think. Then Grimjaw, he is on mediums that we think...
and there's a massive collision there.
With who, Sean?
It is Josh, who has just lost an entire wing.
Oh, that is... Oh, he's not going to hang on to that. He'll have to be very careful. And a full safety car. Did we lose anyone from that, Sean? Avilach is still going. Ruan is still going.
Lost anyone.
Bob looks fine. Nam.
Josh just doesn't have a wing.
Nam did stop for hards now, but he'll still have to do his drive-through, I believe. Yes, he still has to do a drive-through. Then Warlock looking okay in 8th there. Ronald looking very good in 7th. Josh, oh, this is painful to watch. It's gonna struggle to get it into this pit lane. Not sure what happened there, but that must have been quite a hard shunt. He'll go all the way to the back now.
Yeah, we just saw bits of wing disintegrate between Josh and Kia and Ronald. We don't know exactly what happened, but it was definitely a mess.
Let's see. Yaku looking okay, I think. Yaku in 8th. Red Bull DTM. Is he ghosting? Looks like he's back.
No, Red Bull DTM is still ghosting.
Oh, that's unlucky. Warlock, Ronald, we said, looking very good indeed in 5th. And shout out here to Gerard Buerta. New-ish to Tier 1. I won't say punching above his weight, but a very good representation there for the Alpha Tauri team in 4th. Possibly on a tyre he can finish the race with. He'll be saving tyre every lap under the safety car. Red Fury, I think, might have to pit again. But not bad track position at all. Track position is key in Monaco, so something will work there.
And Red Fury's also lost the end plate on the left-hand side as well.
He has indeed. Red Fury going to have a painful race from here, I suspect. But that's good for Arno. Arno is on an okay tyre. Might finish, I think. Maybe anyone watching the stream can help me call this. I think Arno and Grim may have to pit at some point. So does Red Fury. So Gerard, Ronald, Warlock, Yaku, they're all looking pretty good.
Very, very good at this point.
Let me see. Nam, Assassin, Warlock is in the wall. There we see his car. That is unlucky.
Unlucky.
Austin, we just thought you had a good chance in this race. That might extend the safety car a bit further. Let me take you through penalties right now. Red Fury's got 5 seconds. I think he'll serve that when he pits again, which we think he might have to. Gerard has 3 seconds. If he doesn't stop again, which he might not have to, he'll serve that on his race finish time. Nam Assassin, he has not been able to serve his drive-through penalty yet. He can do that, I think, the lap after the safety car. So that will cost him a lot. He'll be 20-something seconds behind the pack, but a lot can still happen. There can be more safety cars. Red Bull DTM looks like he's still ghosting. I'm not sure what happened to Mark. That is very unfortunate. Maybe, Sean, if there's anything on the WhatsApp group from Mark.
Let's have a look.
Maybe connectivity issues, I don't know. Race control, safety car in this lap. We will watch that action shortly. Let me tell you, Bob, he is currently 9th. Ruan, he is 10th. Ruan can finish on these tyres, so he's going to have to make this race work for him still. Avilach 11th, Josh in 12th. And then we've lost Warlock and Eugene from this race. Let's watch the front. Arno behind Grim. Grim pulls the trigger. He goes. Red Fury there behind in 3rd. And there's a yellow flag again. Sector 3. I can't tell why. Maybe just guys being slow under the safety car restart. Arno really staying with Grim. That's very nice to see. Arno may have lost out on quali, but he's not losing out on this race. He keeps on going, he keeps on pushing. Gerard Buerta after the restart, still in fourth, end plates, everything intact. That's looking good. He's staying nice and close behind Red Fury. And then Ronald, his teammate in the AlphaTauri. I almost said second AlphaTauri. All I can say is the second on track AlphaTauri. Yakunacho looking very racy behind them on hards. That will take him to the end of the race. Bob, I can't tell if Bob passed Ruan. I think he may have. I can't see anything wrong with anyone's car, but it looks like Bob did indeed pass Ruan there. Avilach still in 9th. Josh in 10th, and Red Bull DTM looks like he might be back in his car. We'll see how that plays out. Front of the pack, Grimjaw 2.5 seconds ahead of Arno. Not sure where that came from. Arno was pretty close to him at the beginning of the lap, the previous lap. I don't see any issues with Arno. He's just a bit slower, I think, on the hards. They take a while to switch on. I think after the safety car it can take a while as well. Red Fury is looking pretty decent on his wing that's missing an end plate. So behind him is Gerard and Ronald. They catching up to this train now behind Arno. Arno, I think, struggling to switch those hards on. We can see Ronald is also on hards. Yakunachel just behind him. Is this going to be an overtake? No DRS just yet. I don't think we've seen DRS in this race.
No, we haven't.
On lap 17, can you believe it? No DRS. Wow, what a statistic. And again, Red Fury staying close enough to Arno, but Gerard, he'll be getting a bit frustrated. I think we'll see DRS soon. DRS should be enabled after this lap, I think. Oh, there's some action there.
Here just gets past Red Fury.
I don't know if
Red Fury goes slightly wide on the first corner, which allows the gap to open.
I tell you what Gerard did there, Sean, is he pulled off a brilliant move. No wing damage, no nothing. He's passed. He's in the podium positions. Looking very pretty, I think.
Very pretty.
Yeah, 20 laps to go in this race. That would make these 30 lap old mediums. Although there's been a few under the safety car. I think 6 of those laps so far under the safety car. So I think this is doable. I think Gerard must just stick it in here. Keep his wits. Yeah, Red Fury, he is struggling a bit now. As we can see, Ronald just behind him. Ronald will take inspiration from what his teammate just pulled off. And behind him, Yakunachel looking superbly fast on his hards. He's switching them on, I think, faster than anyone else.
And Red Fury jumps into the pits.
There we go.
That wing sorted
out. Let me watch from Ruan's perspective here.
And Roger sets the fastest lap at a 1:13.1.
1:13.1, very decent. Ruan is going to finish the race on these tyres, currently in 6th. And we see the drivers in front of him, which is Yaku. He's trying to push Ronald along because he knows Ruan is behind. Keeping it very clean here. Just watching them almost in formation. Yaku must, and Ruan both must be very careful of front wings here, specifically through that chicane, through that hairpin. You really have to watch the wall and the guy in front of you.
Really not a lot of space here on to overtake. Patience is the name of the game.
We'll get back to these guys. Another battle on track. Bob has got Abilach just behind him, and just behind Abilach is Josh. And it looks like Red Bull DTM is back in his car, got control of it. He's caught up about a second behind this battle. Let's go back here. And it says pit window is open for medium tires, but I don't know if anyone is still on plan A. Yo, just look at the gap here in front of Ruan. Yeah, Ronald's going to have to get a move on. This is going to be really tough. A lot of concentration now from Yaku more than anyone. I think he's got to find a way past Ronald, which is almost the impossible.
Ron, it seems as if Marcus is taking control of his car again.
Yeah, that's very good news, Sean. We really want to see him race. He's looked like his race was going to turn out very sweet. Unfortunately, it didn't work out quite like that yet. I just want to go to the front where Gerard Botha is putting Arno under a lot of pressure. He's got DRS. It's very hard, but to really use that DRS, you can see to the left and the right of Arno, not much space to put it. You'll have to just follow him as close as you can. A little bit further back, the fight for 4th, 5th, 6th. Yaku 2 tenths only behind Ronald.
Yeah.
And behind him is Ruan, just licking his lips, waiting to see end plates flying so he can go past. But yeah, they are not even a car's length between the cars there. Further back, another battle just like that. Bob has got a train behind him. It's Abilach just behind Bob. Abilach missing an end plate. Something has gone wrong there for him again. Josh all looks fine with his wing, which he's also seemed to have been struggling to hold on to wings tonight. And behind them, good to see Red Bull DTM missing an end plate though, but he is in his car driving in a points position. Nam Assassin, after his drive-through penalty, is 11th, and he's not far behind that battle for points. And Red Fury quite far behind now, but he is on brand new tires, can go to the end of the race. A lot happening, Sean. Let's just go through the classification again after lap 22.
So we have Grim in first place, Gerard Botha with a brilliant move there in second place, Anuchos in third place. Gerard Botha now putting the distance between the two guys. Ronald in fourth place, Yaku Naho also in fifth place, Ruan in sixth place, Bob in seventh place, Avilak in eighth, Josh in ninth place, Red Bull DTM in 10th place, and Nam Assassin and Red Fury finishing the pack with 11th and 12th place.
Sure, Nam Assassin is now also caught up to this train behind Bob. And you can see it's Bob to Avilach 6 tenths, Avilach to Josh 8 tenths, Josh to Red Bull DTM 6 tenths. And then the gap to Nam Assassin 9 tenths, so very, very close up there.
Very, very close, yeah. Anything can happen.
Oh, someone in the wall, Avilach. That is a wing just about gone. Not much left of that Red Bull. It gives you wings, but Red Bull's going to have to give him. Red Bull's going to have to give him another wing now. He'll surely go into the pits.
Yes,
not out of this race. How many laps? 16 laps left. He'll probably go on to softs now. I think if he's got a set.
Now he goes into the hards.
Hards, interesting call. Let's see where Grimjo is. He's on 20 lap old mediums. He got them under the first safety car, which was on lap 3. We think he can push at least another 5 or so laps before going on to the softs. Yeah, penalties so far. Gerard Botha 3 seconds, Ronald 3 seconds, Bob 3 seconds, and Red Fury 3 seconds.
He just needs to hold this 3 second gap so that if he wants to stay in second.
Yeah, absolutely everyone on mediums and hards. I suspect Avilach should have maybe gone for the softs. Only 15 laps, I think they will last. But he would have pulled 2-3 seconds a lap out of everyone. Would have caught up to Red Fury, and that would have opened maybe opportunities for him. But maybe he's got a race engineer telling him better information than I have. So that's all good. But yeah, Grim, I think, doing really well in this race. He's got 13 seconds. I think if he pits now, 20 seconds. That does put him roughly 7th, 8th-ish, somewhere there. There's been a change, yeah, I think. So it's still Ronald, Yaku, Ruan, they are still as close as they've been. And then Josh has gotten past Bob. I don't know if maybe Bob was involved in an incident with Avilach, although there seems to be no issues with Bob's car, but somehow I do think Josh and Bob are mates. In fact, they may even be cousins.
Bob gets a 3-second penalty.
There, Bob gets a penalty. So I don't know if Bob conceded that position to Josh, or if somewhere in that mess Josh got past, or if Josh just found a brilliant place to put a move on Bob. Either way, Bob in 8th. I think he started in 8th, so net 0 change for him. But right behind him, Bob cannot relax because there's Red Bull DTM under DRS, and just behind him.
He's missing an end plate, right?
Oh dear. Yeah, he's been missing his left end plate for the last 2 laps or so, I think. Nam Assassin in 11th after drive-through penalty. That's a good effort. And then Red Fury doesn't seem to be... Oh, he's in the pits again. I can't see why. But Avilach will pass him now. Avilach goes into 11th. So there's maybe a point somewhere for Avilach where he can stick in this. To go, a lot can happen. Red Fury puts on...
I think he had some wing damage again, Ron.
And he's putting on the softs. This is what I wanted to see. Someone on the soft tyre at this point of the race. But I'll tell you what, he just got lapped by Grimjaw and Gerard and Arno and a whole bunch of people. Gerard Burt are doing really well here. He doesn't have to pit again, so net, he is the race leader when Grim pits. Except Gerard just got another penalty. That is not what he needs to do.
He's now sitting with 6 seconds penalty, so he's in the danger zone at the moment to Arno.
Yeah, Arno at this point would take that position, and so almost might Ronald's getting very close here, although he does seem to be dropping them. But yeah, Ronald, he is still in 4th. Behind him, Yaku. Oh, this is so close, so close.
So close. Then we have an incident sector 2.
Yeah, I can't specifically as we see Red Fury, he racks up another penalty, 6 seconds. Bob 6 seconds. Ronald 3, Red Bull DTM 3. So penalties will definitely play a big factor when we cross the line in 12 laps time. We'll watch that Red Fury's time, only 20 seconds behind, and who gets a warning for corner cutting?
It was Marco.
Oh,
8 seconds now.
Yeah, his race is not going exactly according to plan. Looked like he had maybe some connectivity issues earlier. Now end plates missing both sides.
Both end plates missing.
Funny enough, he has not pitted. I expected him to at least pit and put softs on. I think he would have come out in 10th anyway. Maybe with the wing he would have come out 11th, but those softs could have opened up some opportunities for him. Let's just go back to which tyres people are on. You can see everyone's had a stop. 3 stops for Avilach, 3 for Red Fury. Some of the guys having a tough race out there. That's currently the tyres everyone is on. Let's go to our race leader, still on medium set of tyres for 24 laps that he put on, I think, lap 3.
The biggest winner today, Ron, is on position changes is on the coast. I mean, he's up 11 places.
Yeah, he's now got Ronald and crew behind him. Oh, and a safety car. I think that is
Mark Horn.
Mark Horn. We will stick with Abilach because he'll be the next guy to pass. Full safety car, Grim, if he's in the right place on track.
Arno just jumped into the pits.
Yeah, great call by Arno. I think Grim is in the wrong place on track. There we saw Red Bull DTM's car. Yeah, Grim was unfortunately the wrong place on track. And he's got... where is Gerard? If Grim pits, I think he might come out ahead of Gerard. So that's exactly what Grim will be wanting to do. This is range-changing stuff for Grim, Sean. I think this is a victory handed to him. Yeah, about just over 20-second stop under race conditions, under safety car. Everyone's going so slow. I think that 15-second gap is not going to be a worry.
So now we have to just stay on board with
Ugeya will have his heart in his throat right now. And on the map you can see Grim has already left his pit box. This is going to be so close. I think Gerard might take it. He does. But Ronald, he is behind Grim. So Grim in second, that is brilliant. But brand new mediums for Grim. He can push these really hard to the end. No stress for Grim now on tyres. Although it's a very difficult track to pass, Gerard has got the track position. He is first. Brilliant tier 1 race for Gerard. Worked out really well for him.
You will just have to put some pace on Grim so that he can get 6 seconds in front of him.
Yeah, that's the only other thing. I think Grim will not be slow. Definitely not on brand new mediums. And I think that's the one thing that's going to bug Gerard tonight. But nonetheless, credit where it's due. He's leading a race.
Absolutely.
29 laps in Monaco. He has not had any wing changes. Only the one stop that he's made work for him. So very well done, Gerard. Grim, he stuck with those medium tyres for very long. He was due a pit stop. He was waiting, I think, for a safety car. And it came, he jumped into the pits, came out second, but because of the penalties, let me show you penalties for a second. He will make up time in 10 laps time when we cross the finish line. Ronald, he is third, 2 Alpha Tauris in the top 3 at the moment. Good team effort. He'll go the next few laps, I think surely on these hards, no problem there. Behind them, Jaco Nagel. He has been behind Ronald, it seems like forever, for literally that distance. So we'll see where that plays out in the last few laps. Ruan, he is still 5th. He was way further down this order earlier with early stop, I think, onto hards and then I think onto mediums. But yeah, things can still happen here from 5th. Arno Goos, he stopped for brand new softs. I like that very, very much. We'll see where that gets him going. 6th is a lot of points, but there's more to be had if he can make these softs work. There we go, Bob. He is still fighting his way through this race. He's also on pretty new softs, so it's going to be lightning fast. Then Josh, he's down in 8th. Still has wing intact. But he is on mediums. That will also easily go to the end of this race. Nam Assassin, he is 9th after I think like 2 pit stops and a drive-through penalty. So that's not bad, that's points.
Collided with Josh. And he's got a 5-second penalty for doing so. It doesn't seem there's no damage on Bob's car.
I can't see Josh's car. Normally the guy behind. Oh, that's an end plate missing.
That's an end plate missing.
We were just talking about Josh having...
Josh's wing being intact.
all of his wing left, but he seems to have a really unfortunate evening. I think he might try. No, that's a lot of wing.
In this lap.
That's a lot of wing missing. Very unfortunate for Josh. Let's go to the front. Let's see how Gerard's tires hold. Gerard goes. He has got a bit of a jump on Grim, but watch that time. After a corner or two, I think Grim is just going to get so much more launch out of corners. And Josh has lost a place and another place. Yeah, Josh is in the pits. He has to pit surely. Restart fairly uneventful except for Josh's pit stop. But Grimjaw is now catching Geer. Buerta about half a second. He's caught him in the last few corners. Those medium tires will give him a lot of traction. Reminder of the penalties. Bob with 11 seconds. That's going to cost Bob heavily by the end of this race.
Huge downfall there for Bob.
And I think the same for Gerard. I think only 8 laps to go. He might lose
6 seconds is going to definitely be
probably at least 2-3 positions. I mean, as it stands, that would be, let me see, gap to leader. He would go drop all the way to 7th, 8th.
7th or 8th, correct.
So that is very unfortunate. Another yellow flag. Sector 2 looks like a Red Fury. Yep, he's out of this race, I am pretty sure.
He has no wing left.
Yep, which means Josh is currently 11th. He will go 10th when he passes Red Fury, which is inevitable. So Josh still salvaging points from a very unfortunate evening. But it's not all over. There are 7 laps to go. We've got Gerard Buerta. He is leading a race in Monaco. 32 laps in, 7 to go on 24 lap old mediums, but he is carrying 6 seconds with a penalty. Grimjaw has worked strategy again brilliantly. We've seen that often from him, Sean. He is in second. If it he just has to stay here and the race is his.
Yes, absolutely. And what's happening here, Ron, is Grim is pushing here so hard that the gap to Ronald, Yaku.
Ruan has spun out in that battle. He is now all the way down in 8th. No damage, that is good. Ruan can still carry on, but that is heartbreaking. He was just behind Yaku, who is 4th. So here we are, lap 33. Gerard Buerta leads, Grimjaw Jagger just behind him, then Ronald. And then
as it stands now, Ron, if I'm not mistaken, Geer will be second.
It looks like second, yes. I think Ronald is falling quite a bit back. Maybe that's team orders. I don't know if Ronald will be doing this on purpose. It will be very hard to manage. But Ronald in 3rd. And then Yaku just behind him. Yaku's been behind Ronald for an eternity now. And Onagos, he's slipped a bit behind. I don't know if he's got damage from car spinning. Yes, he does. He's missing a lot of wing. And then Bob, he is in 6th. Bob is eating away at this pie one bite at a time, but he is currently 6th, looking pretty there.
Ron, Grimjaw goes past Geer, but if I'm not mistaken, Geer let him through because there's just too much space.
Yeah, that's not a bad move. I think it's less stress to not be watching your mirrors the whole time. Carrot, no wing damage. He can still be pretty pacey. 25 lap old mediums. HSC further down the back. There is something happening here. Bob has just passed Nam Assassin. And Bob is in 5th. He is still fighting Nam. And Nam spins.
Nam spins.
Oh no, I will reserve my comment. I don't think there's much space in that corner for overtaking. But Bob, he has clinched 5th. Ruan is in 6th. Nam will hold on to 7th. Of course, Arne Goos, I'm not sure if they are fighting for position. But there's Arno and Josh, and I think they are indeed. Josh 2 tenths behind Arno there. And then Avilach in 10th, also unlucky race, but he has got a point to show for it. Red Fury has pitted, I think. He has got a new wing, but he is a lap behind now. He is hoping for something to happen to give him a point. 5 laps to go. And just watch the gap behind Gerard Botha. That is 7.8 seconds, 7.98 seconds. So he will hold on to second place as it stands. Also because Ronald also has penalties. So does Yaku, so does Bob. Let me show you the penalties. 6 seconds for Gerard. He needs to not make that anymore. He needs to drive very smoothly from here on out. Ronald and Yaku only 3. Bob with 11 seconds. That will cost Bob quite a lot, Sean. Let's try work that out. Ruan will pass him. Nam will pass him. I think 7th. He went from 5th to 7th.
Yeah, 5th to 7th.
But Arno, with 4 laps to go, is on softs. And Arno has got a lot of space in front of him. So I think Arno might be threatening Bob's penalty times here. No penalties from Arno, and he'll be super quick on these softs. So we'll see where that goes. The action on track is still around here. Bob just behind Yaku. Yaku looking pretty decent there in 4th at the moment. Ruan just behind Bob. Ruan can just stay behind Bob and pick up positions at the end of the race. Because both Yaku and Bob in front of him have penalties. So in effect, I think Ruan is looking at about a 4th right now.
Yeah.
In fact, so does Ronald have penalties, so bit hard to calculate, but Ruan might even be looking at a 3rd or 4th. He would love to get in ahead of Bob, I think, so we can
definitely pushing for it.
That's what it looks like at the moment. Really close. Just to show you Yaku behind Ronald as well. And Yaku will have to get behind Ronald because Yaku is also carrying a 3-second penalty.
Oh, and this gets very close, Ron.
You can see how close it is there. I hope Yaku did not make contact. We will see now when we go back to a broadcast view. No, all good, all good. The fight carries on. Gerard's got a lot of time ahead of Ronald now, more than 9 seconds. Gerard is pretty safe there looking for 2nd. Grimjaw, by the way, in 1st on those tyres. He's cleared 6 seconds for himself ahead of Geer, so he's looked like he's kind of secured the race up there.
Yeah, it's going to be very close now with Yaku and Ronald.
And we've got Ruan alongside Bob, and he goes past, I think. Bob tries to fight it a bit,
but he gets the job done.
Very good job there, Ruan. Very nice. Bob keeping it clean as well. And Yaku's now looking in a brilliant position behind Ronald, but Ruan even sweeter because Ruan has 0 penalties. He'll go 3rd. This is a podium for Ruan if he can keep this going. 2 and a bit more laps. Look how close it is. Guys pushing each other around that corner. Yeah, and just look at that. It's Ronald behind Ronald, Yaku behind that Ruan, behind that Bob, behind that Nam Assassin, who is now up into 7th. He'll be possibly 6th by the end of this race at least. Maybe even 5th or so, depending how the penalties pan out. Arno further back. So let's stay with this battle, which is where the action is on track at the moment. That is Yaku just behind Ronald.
The guys are so close.
And watch this now. DRS and DRS. But Yaku's ERS is gone. Ronald is saving his ERS for that one straight. That is very good racing.
Very good racing.
This is not his first rumble. But this is close racing. You won't see this very often in Formula 1 racing. But at FTRF1, we aim to deliver from close racing. And that's exactly what we've seen tonight.
Ron, and that's, I think, what we're doing here.
There we go. Yaku again pushing Ronald around that corner. There's a long train of cars now. Let's see at the end of this short little straight through the chicane. Just everyone flying in formation. Let's go back to Ruan's view. He's extremely close behind Yaku here. Here we go. This is where it becomes a lot of fun, and I'll tell you what, Ruan has got a lot of ERS which Yaku doesn't, and he will go past. Yes, it is brilliant move.
Nice move there, but he gets a penalty as well.
Thank goodness for him. Everyone else around him has the penalty, so I think he's safe. Unfortunately for Ruan, that has probably cost him the last podium spot.
Yeah.
But we are on the final lap. Let's go to our race leader. Squeaky clean as always. Normally very good on strategy tonight. A bit of luck as well, but it's worked out perfectly for Grimjaw Jagger. 10 lap old mediums. That's a nice way to finish Monaco.
Definitely.
Look how smooth he is. Such smooth steering input. No second snatching at a corner. He's about to lap someone as well. I think that might be Avilache. That's Grimjaw Jagger, our winner here in Monaco. Behind him, Gerard, I think, should take second. No drama. Shout out to Gia Buerta. Very nice drive. Yes, mate. Yes, mate. That's my driver of the day, Gerard Buerta. Well done.
Driver of the day, Gerard Buerta.
And Ronald crosses the line. We'll have to see how penalties play out. Ronald stays third. Then it's Ruan, very nice race. Then Yaku in fifth. Nam Assassin sixth. Bob gets a seventh. I'm not quite sure. Arno should be eighth. I think no drama there.
Yes, Arno's eighth.
Very nice, Arno 8th from starting 14th.
Josh having a very tough race, going over the finish line in 9th.
But that's 9th at his points. Is Josh missing a wing again, Sean?
Yes, he's missing half the wing.
Unlucky Josh, unlucky Josh. Sean, if you can maybe see if you can invite Ronald, Grimjaw and Gerard to the chat party.
I will do that.
Avilach 10th, he gets a point for his efforts tonight. And Red Fury 11th, he finishes the race, no points. Few safety cars, a few bits of drama, a lot of wing. Codemaster says driver of the day, Ronald. Very good, made it up the pack, Ronald as well. But I would still give it to his teammate Gerard Buerta. There we go. Grimjaw. Scene we're used to seeing, and then two Alpha Tauris on the podium. Yeah, and just give us a moment. We are inviting the three guys on podium into the chat party. And Gerard, welcome.
Hi Ron, hi Sean.
Yeah.
Yes, a brilliant race, mate.
Driver of the day for us.
Yeah man, yes, it was just a surprise. I think today I just had the luck, and normally if there's incidents, I get damaged and it ends for me. So this time there was incidents, but I never got damaged, and yeah. Extremely. My hands were sweating.
No, I'm sure it looked very stressful, and I think Grim just got the perfect timing on his pit stop with a safety car at the end. I think other than that, it could have been a victory tonight. But penalties,
anyway,
penalties.
He was faster than me, you know. I just lost a bit of traction in coming out of it. That just passed the tunnel, and I just said, yeah, let him go. You know, I'm just holding him up.
And we saw at some point you getting past Ronald. Was that an overtake? Was that team orders?
I think it was the pit stops or something. I'm not sure.
Okay, so we missed that. We weren't sure how you got past.
Yeah.
But brilliantly well done. That's a good second in a mad race. Good racing.
Arno, you mean Arno?
Was it Arno?
Oh, it was Arno.
Yeah, it was a DRS, ERS, and stuff on the main stage.
A lot of things. No,
Yeah.
very well done, Gerard. Very nice race.
Thank
And
you very
your
much.
and your teammate just behind you, Ronald, very good racing. It looked like quite tough there. A lot of people to battle the last 12 laps or so.
I was actually coasting because my partner is 6 seconds time mode, so I keep them up so you can get at P2 or P1, and then they got penalties behind me and I kept my P3, so it was nice points for AlphaTauri.
Yeah, we were watching Ruan because he was close behind you, no penalties, and then I think he had an overtake on Bob like 2 laps to go and got that penalty as well. So your strategy worked perfectly and well done. It's a podium, man.
Yeah,
Very
well
good.
done, Ronald.
Oh,
Yeah,
beautiful
well
points.
done. Well done to you guys. Well done, guys.
And Trevor Grimjaw, Mr. I timed my pit stop perfectly.
I wasn't going to pit, man.
You lucky man.
If no safety car didn't come out, I wasn't going to pit.
You were
That's it,
meant
I was-
You were meant to
Yeah.
be robbed of a victory there, but yeah, the safety car perfectly in your laps, brand new tires at the end. Must have felt nice finishing so strong.
Yeah, so I did say, like, I just need to survive, I just need to finish. So that was my only goal. I was like, you know what, let me just keep it clean, just try finish, that's it.
Such modesty, such modesty.
No, actually,
You
I suck here. No, man, I suck here. So, I came in with the mindset of just damage limitation, that's it. That's it.
Just remind us where you started, Trevor. I think it was 4th in the end, eh?
Fifth. I started fifth.
You started 5th, and Gerard, where did you start? It was about
I think
7th,
I
8th.
started 8 or
But I
9.
was lost. But I was lost after the first round. I was
Yeah.
lost. I actually had wing
For the
damage.
first turn I was 5th. I just had a good takeaway.
No, you took positions at the start, Gerard. Ronald, where did you start? Like 11th, 12th?
Yes, around about there. I
Yeah,
made a lot of space.
You work, man.
yeah. I think shared driver of the day to the 2 AlphaTauri
Yeah,
drivers. I mean, you made up brilliant positions, great racing, kept a lot of oaks behind. And now very well done, very entertaining race, a lot of safety cars. I think we're going to have a busy Stewart in the next day or two, but that's Monaco, par for the course.
Yeah.
All right, perfect. Welcome, well done to our top 3, Grimjaw, Gia, Berta and Ronald. Entertaining race, and next week we do it again in Baku where there's a few more walls to look out for.
No thanks, guys.
Okay, thanks, guys.
Cheers, good night.
Have a good one, guys. Cheers, everyone. Enjoy the evening further, and we'll catch you in Baku next week.
Thank you. Bye.
Cheers, guys.